Good morning, everybody. Today we're going to talk about Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles and the viability of this set for investing. So there's been a number of sets in the past year that have come out of the gates and you've been able to flip it essentially immediately and make good money. So the most notable, of course, was Final Fantasy. Final Fantasy, you could pre-order Final Fantasy at many stores and pick up a collector booster box locally for $600, which is crazy money. But of course, we know what happened is that Final Fantasy shot up very quickly after release to $1,200 a box, and then at its peak, $1,400 a box, and now it's still back down to $1,000 a box. I bought Final Fantasy from 3 different stores. Yeah, 3 different stores all around $600 or $650 a box. I didn't get a million. I got 5 total, and they're still there, and one of them's behind me. But that was the biggest example. But there's other examples too, like Edge of Eternities. If you're able to pre-order, that has done well. Lauren, I was able to pre-order from MVP Sports and More and other places, and around $300 a box, I think. And then it's come out immediately. It's around $400 a box. So there's this not just investment opportunity, but there's an immediate flip opportunity when it comes to collector booster boxes. And so every set, you kind of got to take it one by one and think to yourself, is this a set where I'm going to be able to immediately flip? Because sometimes you aren't, as we all know with Spider-Man. Spider-Man came out, but before it did, MTG Goldfish made a video where they opened up a bunch of Spider-Man collector booster boxes and came to the realization that even with the pre-order pricing, which is inflated, there was not value inside of these boxes. There just were not cards that people anticipated were going to be fun to open and play inside of Standard, Modern, Commander, etc. And so those boxes have not done well. I think I pre-ordered my Spider-Man box for $350 or $400 or something like that. And then, of course, I actually sold it recently so I could buy a case of Edge of Eternities. And sold it for like $320. So I like lost, or is it $320? Yeah, I think it's about $320. And so I lost money on that. Avatar similar. You could have pre-ordered it for, $400 or something. And right now it's selling for less than that. So it's not always an opportunity to flip. And so let's take a look a little bit at these, the cards that have been spoiled. Oh, you can't see me. What did my cat do? Technical difficulties. Brutal. Well, you can hear me. So let's take a look at some of these cards, and you can tell me if these cards. So what we're looking for are a couple of things. First off, I guess let me talk about this real quick. The vibes of the set have to be good. And that's not a measurable thing, but I'm just going to say it. Like, if you don't think a product from Wizards of the Coast is going to do well, then you shouldn't buy it. There are just vibes, and it's something to learn. I was talking to my wife about this. In the past couple of years, I've lost a significant amount of money because I bought products that I was like, thought were going to do well or didn't think were going to do well, but well, I guess I did think they were going to do well, but I didn't like the product. And anyways, but I've learned, I've become better. I've gotten better at this. And so the vibes. The other thing is the cards. If there are cards that people are going to be excited to play inside of Commander, inside of Modern or Standard or whatever, that is going to help sell boxes. The reason, people don't understand how the secondary market ties into the sealed product market, but the sealed product is the supply. If cards go up in value because people are buying them on TCG Player because they like them, that makes it easier to open up sealed product and sell singles and make money as a game store, or as just a, basement smelly flipper like I am. And so if the cards are good or interesting, that will help box prices. Right. Okay, so let's take a look. Oh, you see my cat? Can you hear my cat purr? Anyways, all right. We're taking a look at the cards that have been spoiled from TMNT this upcoming set. And actually, one last thing before we do, I don't like this set. I don't think I'm going to buy any of it, but we're going to walk through it, and I'll tell you the reasons why I think it still might be valuable, but I just don't like the vibes, and I won't be able to hide that from you. Okay, so first off, the mechanics and the general theme. Sneak. Sneak is a mechanic kind of like ninjutsu, but I think it's worse. Cast a spell, return unblocked attacker you control. This happens during the declared blocker step. So you can't do it after, if I'm understanding correctly, you can't do it after blockers are declared, which is really the powerful part of ninjutsu. But anyway, it's still a good mechanic. Combat tricks are fun, and it can be very powerful. Like this, for 1 mana, getting 1/1 lifelinker that gets bigger each turn. It's pretty good. Excuse me. All right, so the mechanics are good, in my opinion. Sagas are good. Leveling up like these, what are they called? Classes. Classes are good. Commander, people love classes. I mean, what's this? Whenever you attack, put a +1/+1 counter on target attacking creature. Yeah, I mean, you could see how this effect, whenever you cast a spell, put a +1/+1 counter on each creature you control. It's good. It's pretty good. There's commander decks that are going to want Leader's Talent that has a frickin' turtle on it. My gosh. All right. So, just taking a look, what I see are these really bothersome characters, but the cards are not bad, right? There's some powerful, interesting stuff, like 4-drop at the beginning of your end step, draw a card for each card type among spells you've cast this turn. It's not bad. I think there's a lot of commander decks that might want to play April O'Neil Hacktivist, which at least there's not a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle in it. There's a lot of cards that focus on card draw, on +1/+1 counters, on like an affinity for artifacts. I mean, let's see, when this enters, so it's 8 mana, but 6 of it can be affinitied away. When Krang enters, if you have fewer than 4 cards in hand, draw cards equal to the difference. Yeah, see, that's 2 mana, potentially draw 4, or potentially a 2 mana draw 4. That seems good. And it's legendary, but that seems good. So I won't go through every single card, but what's the story here? What's the point? The cards are playable. The cards are going to be playable in Commander. They might be playable in Standard or Modern. So this isn't like a Spider-Man situation. But honestly, it reads to me kind of like an Avatar situation, because Avatar did not crash as bad as Spider-Man did. And I think in part that was because a lot of the cards in Avatar are good. We got Badger Mole Cub and Wan Shi Tong and Earthbending in general. I mean, lots of strong, cool cards. But the market, the Avatar and Magic, I mean, for whatever reason, the collector boxes did not explode, and neither did the play boxes. The play boxes are very inexpensive relative to like MSRP. So, to me, this reads like that. It's going to be a fine set with fine cards that people will play, but I don't think the collector boxes are going to do well. I don't think the play boxes are going to do particularly well. I don't even. So there might be a singles play. If you can get stuff early and open it and sell singles. I personally have not done that. I've never tried to be like race to list stuff for a new set. Um, Maybe I should. Maybe I should try that out. I've done so many of the ways that you can make money. I've done streaming. I've done collection flipping. I've done buying sealed product, opening it. But mostly commander decks. I have done booster boxes like Commander Masters back when it was cheaper from distribution. I would buy and flip that. I'm not sure how profitable that was in hindsight, but but I did do it. And so, anyways, I've done a lot of the ways that you can make money, but I have not done the like open the stuff for release day. I haven't done that, but it could work. It could be good. I don't know. So, yeah, overall, I am not going to buy anything from this, especially with the Strixhaven spoilers coming out. Let me bust that open. Strixhaven spoilers, because oh yeah, they've only spoiled a couple cards, but just the booster box looks good. Oh, the booster box looks good. The decks look good. People try to hate on Strixhaven. Here we're at MTG Goldfish. People talk about the original Strixhaven like they didn't love it, which is fine. You didn't love it, whatever. But this concept of doing the enemy color pairings, in my opinion, is very good. It's very strong. Each of these enemy color pairings, except for I suppose Boros, is known for being powerful, being strong. And then, so having a set that's just designed to add support to each of those is cool. It's exciting. They're going to have the mystical archives, which I believe are all going to be instants and sorceries. Yep, that are powerful. On the collector booster box, there's I don't have the picture of it right now, but there's the card on the collector booster box is most definitely like a Jessica's Will in a really cool treatment. And so, anyways, when I think about the new Strixhaven set coming out, I get excited, right? When I think about this TMNT set, I don't. And so why would I pre-order TMNT when I can just wait a little longer and get Strixhaven? That's where I stand. I personally do not think there's a short-term flip opportunity with TMNT. I think there will be with Strixhaven. I think Strixhaven will play out very similar to Lorwyn, where, assuming the market doesn't go crazy, you can get boxes for around 300, flip them at 400 or more. But we'll see. Anyways, good times, y'all.